Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to your daily dose of Mechwarrior Online. Today I am playing the Centurion AL. It's the laser variant and I just wanted to have some fun with the Centurion. This is the only reason why I'm playing the Centurion AL. You might argue that there are better mechs to play when you want to go Laservomit, and you may be right, but I kind of have a sweet spot in my heart for the Centurion and therefore I'm just playing it today. Got two large pulse lasers, got the two medium laser. I'm running the XL engine 275, which is the maximum. So the Centurion runs reasonably fast with 95.8 kph, and as you can see, I've got a shit ton of heat sinks in there. So the heat management, despite being an energy build, is really good, and that means that you have a decent firepower of 30 damage that you can sustain forever. With that amount of heat sinks, it's just great. Going in and staying in the fight forever here. The skills look like this. So we are very straightforward, built towards the laser duration here. As you can see, I haven't maxed it out yet. It's a bit of a problem because I did not have enough skill points yet to max it. But of course you wanted to unlock this here, and after that you are going for skeletal density as much as possible, because the Centurion has a bit of structure quirks and you want to max them. So going down here like this and down here is I think the best idea. After you have maxed the skeletal density, you go over and apply a bit of speed tweak. I want the torso speed here, but I'm actually not too sure if I should take it actually, because after playing some games, I think anchor turn would be the better build. So torso speed on the Centurion is good already, and yeah, you want to have some mobility on the lower torso to get out of tough situations, and therefore anchor turn helps a lot. You see that in the HPG game that I put up there, that I struggle a bit getting out of position when I find myself in one. The heat management is decent already, so I wouldn't put anything in here probably, and rather go for this here, radiant deprivation. 60% of that is really good, and after that I would go for this, because you only have 30 damage alpha strike, and sometimes you want to bump up your damage with an artillery strike, and therefore I would take advanced salvos and a spotting and the second or the third consumable slot with that here, and take two artillery strikes in there to have something that you can shoot at long range. This is really nice. Artillery strikes got buffed a lot, and yeah, this is basically what you want to do. The rest is kind of optional now, so you could go for more range, which makes sense, and maybe heat gen and cooldown like this. And you can go for even more range and cooldown down here. So this is really nice, going down in the outskirts. And I think this kind of would be the build here. So more cooldown maybe here. And then that's it. So I don't know, again, if you really need the heat gens, so we could go for something like this, and we are at 91 points now. So I guess this would be my complete skill build. A lot of heat gen, a lot of cooldown, a lot of range, and of course the laser duration, because it's a laser oriented build. A bit of structure, because you have structure quirks already, speed tweak and anchor turn, and then radiant deprivation plus artillery strikes. This would be the optimized build. Sadly, I didn't have enough skill points or enough XP on the Centurion already, but you will see that the build plays very good already. So I would say it's a really nice beginner build actually to have. And yeah, that's the build, and I wish you all a lot of fun in the two games that are coming. And if you have that, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, now it's time to hit the battlefield. Alright, first game of the day, we are playing Domination on the HPG Manifold. We are sadly doing something like NASCAR here, but I used my mobility to get into the flank of the enemy, and I got some good shots off in the early phase of the game to apply some pressure to the right side. And yeah, I just wanted to drive them back to cover. I just wanted to rig some havoc here on the flank, just because I want to give my team on the left a bit of time to breathe. So if they have gotten the high ground here, if they have gotten up the ramp, then they could have applied a lot of pressure directly towards Delta 5, and I wanted to, yeah, to make that not happen. The locust here on the right is a problem, but it is not my priority. I go for the bigger targets because I knew that they were there, that they were on the run, and I wanted to apply some more pressure to the right side here so that they don't, that they are not able to regroup. So I wanted them to stay on the run, to feel the pressure in their back, and therefore I went to the right and I continued the NASCAR. The problem that I'm having here is the summoner only exposes his legs, and summoners have a lot of structure in the legs, so it's kind of pointless shooting him. But I find a marauder here, so he is exposing his rear, and I really want to get his side torso off, and therefore I kind of committed to that. I got it off eventually, and the problem is I don't want to expose myself to the left side because I see on the minimap that there is everybody there. I see, however, that there's an Atlas, and he is focusing the top, and I'm in his back, and I was calling for help. Kill that Atlas, shoot him down, bring him down from behind, but I didn't have anybody to follow up, and my large pulse laser, medium laser combination here was not enough to bring a single Atlas down. He has just so much structure in the center torso so that I wasn't able to do it alone. But we killed a marauder here, which was a huge kill, and we continued doing the pressure here. We continue keeping up the pressure on the right side, and yeah, as I see that my team is grouped up again, I wanted to go over to the center and take the high ground. I think this is very important on this map here. When the enemy is spread, when they are trying to regroup, when they're trying to flank, then take the high ground, take shortcuts, and try to disrupt their strategy. And this is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm going in, I try to shoot from this position so that they can't do and go ahead and continue the NASCAR anymore. Problem is that I'm getting shot by a hunchback now, and they are pressuring the ramp. I'm the one on the front, and I needed to retreat here, so I couldn't stand this ground, and yeah, I was forced back because my center is critical now. This is going to be a very interesting situation here, because I need to torso twist really hard now, or I get myself into a position where I'm not a priority target, and this is what I try to do. I'm trying to go into the flank, and I try to shoot the weak spots of the enemies that are right in front of me. I see that there's that hunchback, but the other guy on the left, he sees me coming, and I have to retreat again. But I'm very lucky because the hunchback that I focused before is jumping directly in front of me, and I can take that kill very easily. Now I have a battle buddy down below, which is a Griffin, and he has a brawling setup, and I was like, okay, let's go out to Echo 5 area, but there is a guy behind me, so that hunchback that shot me before, it jumped down as well, but I have no idea what he was up to because he was so damaged in the center torso, and I just turn around, I get that kill very quickly, and I continue going to Echo 5. But then I see again that there's another guy on the basement, which is fighting my Griffin, and I needed to turn around again, and it seems to be another hunchback. I have no idea how many hunchback they have there, but yeah, so the Griffin is kind of in distress. He is getting shot down, and as soon as I get intel on the hunchback, I see that he is still relatively fresh. He lost his side torso, but his center torso looks pretty fresh, and I couldn't fight him in this condition. So I was like, okay, I need to back up, and when I go out, I probably have to twist a lot. But again, I'm getting into a lucky situation because we got a light mech down below, which helps me distracting the hunchback, and so I can continue the shooting to his center torso, and yeah, we bring him down with a combined effort with another hunchback from our team, and yeah, he got backstabbed, and I was very lucky. I probably couldn't have fought him one-on-one. Anyway, we got a Panther here with PPCs. What you do with PPCs, standard PPCs, is of course you get close, you just strip the arm, and he has no weapons anymore. So it is one of the last enemies on the battlefield, and as soon as I realized that he has no weapons anymore and that there is another target, I'm of course going for the scary target. I have no idea how many enemies are still on the battlefield, but that Panther was not a threat anymore, and therefore the Stalker would be the better target. Quick look to the leaderboard, or to the scoreboard, says that it is one of the last targets. I see that his leg is open. I wanted to pin him down so that I get some help from my team, and what I do now is I shoot my stuff, I twist my torso to shield with the left side, and then I shoot my lasers again. He lost the leg, he's getting pinned down. I got one shot off, and then he goes down by some of our teammates, and that's it. That is the game. There was a really nice skirmish here. Mobility in a Centurion is the key. So you want to stay mobile, you want to stay in motion, and you want to skirmish around. Don't do the peeking game, don't play too static, and then you eventually, yeah, survive the game and get a lot of kills out of that. 966 damage, 3 kills, 8 assists on this one, and I got 12 components destroyed. That was the first round. Let's go over to the next and see how this will go down. Alright, second game of the day. We are playing the Frozen City, we are playing Incursion, and we are in Echo 7, Fox 7 area, because here's a bit of cover, here is a good place to fight, and the enemy kind of had the same idea. So we are going over to the left side here, because we saw them orientating to Echo 6 area. No, not Echo 6, but Delta 7 area. But yeah, we build up a firing line, and the enemy tries to peek out, and it's getting shot by so many mechs at the same time. Look at that Marauder to see what he does now. He tries to peek, and then he's getting shot by everybody. So it's kind of a bad trade that he is getting there. As you can see, so many firepower against his puny weapon setup there. And this is a fight you shouldn't seek as a Marauder to see, or as a mech in general. So if the enemy has built up a firing line, you just stop peeking, because else you will end up like this. The Marauder to see is caught now. I want to commit to the kill, so I just shoot my stuff, I twist in to absorb the damage, and yeah, he's getting taken down so easily, because again, he was damaged from the peeking. It was not a good encounter for him. So this is a situation where I'm the peeking guy, and I'm running into the firing line, and I just back up because I couldn't win it. I just realized that there were so many mechs and they have so much firepower, and this is again an encounter you shouldn't seek. Instead, use your mobility, get yourself another spot that you have, or where you have not that many mechs around at the same time, or mechs that are not aware that you are coming from there, like that Shadowcat there, and then you are having a good time. I wanted to kill the Nova, but the Cataphracт was kind of covering it. And as soon as I see that the Cataphract is dead, I can swing around the right side. I was a bit hesitant because I didn't know what else was sitting behind there. But the Nova, it just came over here. It tried to crit out my center torso. It got a heatsink. I don't know how, but it got a heatsink. And yeah, he was taken down by one of our friends here. So this game, it escalated pretty hard because, again, the enemy... they couldn't build up a firing line, we had the firing line before them, they just ran in there, and maybe that's your takeaway for today. Don't peek against a firing line, because then you will end up like this. Was kind of a stompy game. I got 12 and 3 here, and I'm fast forwarding a bit because we need to apply some damage to the enemy base to finish the game. But yeah, 648 damage, got 11 assists, 0 kills, but 1 kill was damage dealt. I got 2 components destroyed, and it was a very solid round. And that's your daily dose for today. I hope you like it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to support me, go down below to the description. There's the link to my Patreon page. There you can support me, get some nice bonus material and rewards out of that. And I hope to see you on the battlefield, everybody. Goodbye.